This is your writer, Anthony L. Kelly, right here. Check it out. These are my books. Mac, JayZ book, Sunshine. And this is my first book published, Saving Miss Caroline. And this is my latest, El Manic. Go check this book out, man. This is a nod at hip-hop on its 50th anniversary. This is a nod to one of the illest MCs to ever do it, Nasir Jones. This is me shedding the light on mental illness. I'll leave all the links in the description box. Salute to everybody who's ever supported me, man. Y'all go support.
Talk about the DJ Envy situation. So it's a guy that goes by the name of Tony the Closer. Real estate guy. I think he was a former NFL player. Talks about how he hit rock bottom and he got into real estate and, pretty much became a multi-millionaire through real estate after going to prison, hitting rock bottom like we all do, and coming up through the ranks. Well, not even as of late. Over the last, I'll say year and a half, 2 years, he's been doing a lot of exposés on people. One, Jay Morrison, another guy I seen called Big Business, and more recently, DJ Envy in Flippin', New Jersey. What's his real name again?
Cesar Pina.
That's right, Cesar Pina. Yeah. Who we actually, like I said in one of my videos, paid to go to their real estate seminar in Atlantic City, New Jersey. But he's been accused by Tony the Closer and victims that are apparently reaching out to Tony the Closer of defrauding or scamming victims that give him money for real estate transactions. And DJ Envy's name is all in the middle of the situation because he is the one that introduced us to Cesar as well as Jose Rodriguez, the credit dude. So, Sam, man, I'm going to kick it off. I'm going to throw it to you, man. What's your take on this whole situation? How you feeling about it?
Crazy.
It is crazy, man.
It's crazy. And it's crazy to me personally because we went to that seminar 5 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago.
Damn, that long?
That long.
Woo.
We talked about it on our platform, and I think I know Envy actually dropped it on his Instagram as well as Cesar dropped it on Flippin' NJ, kind of thanking us for giving our perspective as a platform to the dope ass experience that we had at that real estate seminar at the time. Paid our money, went in there, learned some things about real estate, learned a lot about credit, things that we may have not known. I know you were into the credit far more than what I was, so I learned some things about credit. Even got to link up with the credit dude, Jose Rodriguez, and in fact, he helped me get my credit straight years ago, and I appreciate him to this day for that. Legit dude, did his thing the right way. So when you hit me up and you told me about what was going on, and this was months after even interviewing Cesar, it blew me away. It didn't blow me away because I put a bunch of trust or blind faith into somebody, because at the end of the day, I don't put it past anybody. Right. If I don't know them, and you know what I mean, we go to a seminar, we do this and we do that. If something comes out about this type of situation, I'm not surprised. I think he was incarcerated for some things, so
yeah,
I'm not saying because he has a record you got to watch him, but got a record, you got to watch the dude the way he was moving, right? So it doesn't surprise me. What shocked me was how he did what I thought was somebody cool and close to him, the credit dude, and hearing his story made me sick. And the fact that Envy kind of just automatically brushed it aside, and I don't mean that he brushed it aside like, oh, I don't know what's going on, leave me alone. Like, nah, I ain't got nothing to do with that dude. Now you do. Got a lot to do with that dude.
Right.
Own offices, own property, and have, I guess, behind the scenes told people not to do business with this dude, yet had him on a Breakfast Club. One of the biggest and top hip-hop radio platforms we have in this country, in this world. Man, oh man, it's a whole lot of layers to unravel in this situation. The outcome, I guess we will talk about in length, I guess, as we start figuring out more. But yeah, when you initially told me about it and I started doing some research and realized what exactly was going on, it blew me away, to be completely honest with you.
Right, well, I did see that Cesar left a response on his IG the other day, and he pretty much came out and denied all allegations. He said he didn't scam anyone. He said if he owes anybody money, get on the phone, he'll make it right with them. And it is a lot more that he said. I'm not going to go through everything that he said. It's a lot, you know what I mean? It's like, a few things, paragraphs that he wrote on Instagram the other day. But here's what I say about the situation, man. I don't think that it's being as though, because when you go to the seminar, you got the mortgage guy, you got Envy, you You got Cesar, and you got the credit dude, and maybe some other people mixed in, but they're the main 4 people that are at the seminar. So you thinking they're tight? Like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they buddies.
Right.
You know what I mean? All of them, and at point they were. So for it to ever get out, in my opinion, for it to be able to make it out to the public, it had to be something legitimate there. I don't see credit dude coming out like that when, I mean, they got businesses, you know, that all rely on each other at this point, and putting them on blast. I don't see, you know, I see something being deeper than that. But one thing you have to understand too, and I think that these real estate people and these business people need to be more open when people are investing money, that, you know, as well as I know, when you invest some time in things, you may not get a return on that investment. You may not get a return on that investment. You may pop it and, you know, flip it 1,000,000 times. That could happen too. But you might lose all of it. You put your money in the stock market. Let's say Apple's going crazy. You put, you know, 100,000 in there. You know, 10 years later, that shit is, you know, 15,000. And you thinking, shit, I should have been a millionaire off this.
Right.
Once you put it, you know, with someone, anything can happen. But that being the case, that needs to be made known. And if the person is holding your money captive and they're not doing what they're supposed to do on their end, then they better be accountable and transparent with you and keep a communication with you. Too far, you'll see, and I've seen this over the years with people, they'll make excuses like, oh, you know, this happened with this and this happened with this. I was here, I couldn't do this. And it's like, meanwhile, where the hell is my money at? Mm-hmm. You know, now the DJ Envy part, let's talk about that, because we would have never known credit dude. We would have never known Cesar. We would have never known Mr. Mortgage, none of these dudes, if it wasn't for one DJ Envy celebrity and his platform. Right. You know what I mean? That he had all of those guys at one time or another on his platform. So at the end of the day, right, he says that sometimes people come in his office, I guess they share office together, and that they do deals. You know, they don't do deals with him. They'll just do deals with Cesar. Right. Does Envy have any culpability with this particular deal? I would say no. But people now are coming to him because of you. So the trust and the legacy that you built up through your radio program with people is the reason why people are coming to him. So you can't just wash your hands and say, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Nah, you got to say, yo, you got to get this person their money back. What's going on with this situation? What's going on with this situation? You got to put your foot to the fire and publicly denounce the situation if you find some wrongdoing going on. You can't just wash your hands and say, he did a deal with him. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't agree with that aspect.
Let me ask you this, O.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot, especially doing this, what we do now, a lot of situations where we felt as though people were getting scammed out their draws, right? We've had people prove and show evidence that people were getting scammed out their draws by various individuals.
Yeah.
Yet we've seen nothing happen to them. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Right.
Right. Nothing from a legal perspective. In fact, I don't see many people that get scammed, anything really even happening to them. So is Cesar's, and we don't know anything right now. I listened to the credit dude speak, and although I can believe him based off of the very brief interactions we've had, none of it's been proven. It's all alleged. We can't sit back and go, he's guilty first, this, none of that, right? As much as personally you want to believe one over the other. Don't know. So it's all alleged right now. But do you think the mere fact that he went on his platform and said, I deny all allegations, is enough for nothing to happen? Or do you think that this is going to be investigated and some deeper things are going to be in play? What do you think is going to happen from this?
I don't see it going too much deeper than having to pay that man his money back and us getting an update on the situation. A lot of times it seems like with these type of situations, it's like, I'm not going to say the police don't take it that serious like that, but it's a money situation. So a lot of times you're more so encouraged to go through court. You know what I mean? Unless it was like a large scale operation when it would have fed to somebody get involved, where you can prove like, all right, this is straight like fraud. Like he's supposed to be selling these courses. Nobody's getting courses, and he got like $100 million or something like that. But a single transaction, you gave somebody money to do something. I'm sure there's some type of, stipulation of paperwork that says, ain't something, you may lose this or that. I'm not, trying to get anybody no outs on the situation. I just from my experience over the years, these money transactions, man, it seems like they don't really care.
All right.
The authorities like that. It's like you on your own. Go to court. Take them to court. Go get a lawyer. Go get your money back. You know what I mean? Unless it turns into something, that's criminal, man. But I haven't seen any evidence of anything. I know that people are going to Tony the Closer, supposedly giving him stuff, that's also, I think, a dangerous game. Too, like I was saying, when we were just busting it up earlier, it's like once you put yourself in that position to be the expose guy, and I'm not trying to diss anybody, right? Once you put yourself in that position, now you open yourself up to scrutiny now. Because like, as that verse says, how you going to try to take a speck out of my eye when you got a plank in your eye? Something like that in the Bible. Not saying that Tony the Closer, I don't know his business. Yeah. But just know that if there's anything out there, it's going to come back on you. But I do think it's a noble thing, to step up and expose dudes who scamming people. Yeah. Because it's like far too many people are going on these big platforms. And we seen it with the Umar situation on the Breakfast Club, and people, they go on these platforms and they doing people wrong, but they keep showing up on the platform. The platform won't denounce them, and people keep thinking it's cool to go back to them. And now you're introducing them to even more people that they can pick their podcast. And that's another thing with the Breakfast Club. They never spoke out about Umar Johnson. They keep bringing him back on, acting like they don't see what's going on the internet. But hey, it's a lot. Like I said, it's a lot here with this conversation, man.
It goes deep. In particular on who you have on your platform. Now let me say this. We've had various people on our platform to give knowledge and give information, and that also run businesses. And if somebody were to come back and say, hey, yo, Sam, man, so and so, I signed up for their program, they ripped me off. Do we have anything to do with it? Nah, we had nothing to do with their transaction. But do we hold a level of responsibility? Oh, yeah, we do.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? Because dude was on, or sister was on our platform, giving out information. Somebody resonate with it. At the end of that, we gave them the free reign to go ahead and promote their brand. Somebody bought into it and got took. Hey, we got to take that one on the chin. That's on us. We apologize. Although we may not have robbed you personally, we got to take some responsibility for that. So in saying that, if everything that is alleged against Cesar is true, and let's just say for the sake of this argument, Envy is found to have no responsibility in any of the business transactions, he's absolved of all financial responsibility, he didn't scam anybody. Does he deserve to give the people deserve a public apology from Envy, and do you think we could get it?
If it's found out that he did scam?
Yes, if in fact it is.
Yeah, I think he needs to come out, maybe not an apology, but definitely denounce that relationship and say, look, I'm not dealing with dude no more. He ain't make right on his promises. Don't deal with him. Yeah. If that's the case, I think, that needs to be not on Instagram, right, on the Breakfast Club, because that's the platform that, one of the platforms that he went. I'm not saying he didn't have no money before he went on there. He was doing big things, obviously, before then. But, I don't know, something in my heart just kind of tells me, like, I don't see the dude like being a large scale scammer like that. I don't. I just think that certain deals didn't go, because he even alluded to that in his little thing that he wrote on Instagram. He said the market changed, and so did my business. I think some things that he probably thought was going to pop didn't pop. But I do see there are people out there that are, and I've seen this too, that they'll have like a property, and they'll say, okay, I got this property, so-and-so. So they'll lie about the condition of it, whatever, take mad money from different people, and nobody gets the property. I've seen stuff like that. Right. They won't get the deal or whatever like that, or the property's in way worse shape than they, thought it was in. And, it's like a fucking, like a pond, man. The internet is like a pond for green people who looking to come up. Yeah. When you got these shows and shit that bring these people in as supposed gurus, man, I mean, you can get people, because people don't do the proper research. They don't vet. They trying to get rich quick.
Right.
They trying to, get that, flip real quick. And next thing you know, they get beat out of money, man. So it's incumbent upon the platforms to say, all right, once you start getting these stories, you got to denounce that person, man. You have to. Or you culpable.
Yeah. What do you think about, I don't know if you've seen the clip of when he, Envy and Tony the Closer were talking, but he asked, was he beat for any money? And Envy said,
he paused,
definitely paused, and publicly said, we had a deal in the school, didn't go through, supposed to get my money back. And then Tony the Closer said, no, you full of shit behind the scenes. You told me this dude owes me money.
Well, technically he does. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He ain't give you the shit back that he owes you, then he does.
Right.
Do you think, okay, so let me ask you this. If, in fact, he was scamming, and we don't know, I'm going to say that again, and Envy knew about it, does that change the game for you?
Hell yeah.
Yes, it does.
Definitely does. And like I said, so you got a partner, man. It's like certain things, obviously certain things you ain't gonna just put out there. But if you start saying it's like, oh, this nigga scamming for real, it's like, you gotta have that conversation with him. Cause you're like, now the shit's coming down on me. You know? Like, you doing it, and it's like, why would you want to be involved with somebody like that? Like, I can get it. Sometimes people forget and you miss things and you slip your mind. And once you're made aware of that, you make right with it. But just to be blatantly out here scamming people, man, that shouldn't be anyone that you should, want to be a partner to. Now, here's my question to you. Let's turn it up a little bit. With a guy like Tony the Closer, right? Do you feel like him and whoever else is doing the expose are loving this situation, or like looking for people that are scamming? Like, all right, you feel any of that energy in there? So you think that he was just sitting back, people just send him information, and now he's pouncing on it?
Without question.
Right.
And if you look at the platform now, and if it's eating, keep feeding it, right? And obviously this conversation is feeding his platform, so he's going to keep throwing it. But every time you look now, it's somebody new coming out. It's almost like Jonathan Majors, and I'm not trying to compare the two, but he got something going on with his girl. Now all of a sudden he's accused of something we ain't never heard before, and now 70 other women is going to accuse him of the same shit. Like, hold on, dog. It seems like it's a little witch huntish right now. So that's why I appreciate when you said just be careful. Because, although a lot of it can be true, we also have to watch and make sure we pay attention to people's motives, right? And
Absolutely.
are we just seeking the truth, or now we out for blood for whatever reason? We don't know Tony the Closer situation with Cesar. We don't know if it is. Maybe he's genuinely looking to expose a dude that he feels as though is cheating the people. That could be the case. But if it ain't, got to be careful and be able to disseminate, okay, this is fact. Okay, this shit's personal. Let me know how to decipher the two. For sure. We see this shit too much and too many times in this shit. When somebody get hot, and they get hot on a particular very controversial topic, and YouTube algorithm starts, showing them some smiley faces, and they feed that shit to nauseum, whether or not it's genuine work. And what I mean by genuine work is you vetted and made sure these people were authentic in what they're saying or not. And the shit's coming quick right now.
And a lot of this stuff, man, I think it kind of comes with the business of the real estate business. I'm not in it, but certain things like out the nose showing like foreclosures and open deals and own money. I think some of them might just come with the business. Like, it's just like that's gonna, like, you got a lot of transactions. Some shit's gonna be outstanding. You're gonna owe people here and there. I mean, shit, we owe people bill money every month, right? You know what I mean? I got shit that I owe right now at the end of the day. So I'm trying to like draw a line between that and scamming. I hope it's not the scamming part. I'm trying to give Cesar the benefit of the doubt. But the fact that it made it all the way to the internet, which he said he didn't really want to, address it on the internet or whatever. But I don't know. I would love to open up the platform for him to come on and talk about it if he wanted to, Cesar. I don't know if we should necessarily reach out to him or whatever the case may be, but I think it's worth it, to have somebody vet him on this, because like it's not looking good. And I heard there was how you feel about this? They was like putting his wife in it, going at his wife and all that, and weirdo shit. That's the part I don't like. And then you said Jose was getting threats and all that shit, supposedly.
Jose said he was getting he feels threatened of his life for what's going on. And that's the shit that makes you sad, bro, because you seen these people, these men together, and you thought it was a lot more than what it really was. And not only like did we see Jose at seminars, we seen him on the Breakfast Club, we seen him at the car show in the city.
Yeah, word.
You know what I'm saying? We were having conversations with him and his wife about bringing him in here. We thought it was a big team, and then listening to the interview, he said that he had cut Cesar off back months ago and said, don't mess with the dude. So is this a business deal going wrong, or was this man actually scammed? When you see that he had to sell cars and $2 million in payroll he couldn't pay, he's tight with his business. So that's the part that really has me curious as to, damn, did Cesar really scam this dude? And this is why the conversation is very important.
Yeah.
This is why, because all these questions, you know what I'm saying? You thinking that it may be more than what it is. I'm thinking, damn, did you really mess your boy up? I don't know about too much other shit, but what's up with this Jose shit? Like, I would love to hear about that.
Yeah.
And I think answering some of these questions respectfully would get down to the bottom of it, as opposed to continuing just to pile on and pile on and pile on and pile on. Let's get to the fucking bottom. And I'm sure Tony Closer will let her talk to Cesar, and I don't know if that's been established or not. I know Envy was trying to call him during that conversation, but
Well, my thing is like this too. Like somebody wrote in the comments, they was like, "Shit," and I don't know what I think. I want to hear what you think about this. They was like, "Shit, Jose, if he was behind on this and have to sell this, like he got way more bigger problems than somebody taking his money." Meaning, like, how would that have anything to do with your business? The money that you invested. How would that have anything to do with your business failing? Because ain't your business supposed to be, generating cash flow?
With that, you know what that showed me?
Right.
That a lot of people are out here a lot more normal than what they give off.
Oh, definitely.
And you
Definitely.
can't always feel and believe what you see on Instagram.
Right.
Because a motherfucker got a business and it's good, but when you have expenses, you got payroll, and you have all this stuff, the back end ain't that much. And you one check
That's
away
right.
from
That's
being
right.
fucked up.
Yeah.
In business.
Yep.
Unless you somewhere really eating and really caking and you in the black every single month, your staff is take care of, and then you could throw something on the side. This game is real.
Yeah.
You got payroll, insurance, and overhead and all this shit, and then you happen to invest. And okay.
Yeah.
I'd love to listen to Jose to see what he thinks, because looking back on it now, maybe you fucked up in investing some of that business money into a situation you didn't know all the way about.
Yep.
And whether he scammed you or not, and I believe what you're saying, but whether it happened or not, you rolled the dice with that, man, because you ain't guaranteed to ever get that back, and you dabbed into the business. So maybe that's just something you got to dust your knees off and, take that
And
one.
then he also said that how he bounced back was that he got some like money from the government.
Yep.
Like I guess it was like they were giving out money for keeping an employee, like 26,000 through the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And he got 40 something employees or something, I think he said. So there you go. So that's like, but I understand it. I'm not trying to shit on him because we run businesses.
Right. Get it.
Understand that shit like this.
Right.
Sometimes, and that people don't got these type of. If you're not an entrepreneur, you'll never experience like, damn, I got this dude, and people relying on me. Where am I gonna get this shit from? Oh, I gotta go do this. I gotta go hustle here and do this and put this shit here, and that's the real part of business that people do not talk about. Yeah, it's great when it's great.
Oh yeah.
And the money flowing in, you can keep making your payroll, and you can vacation, and the family's happy. But when it's bad, it's like, whew. Damn, well, I gotta let this person off. We gotta cut back on this. We gotta do this and this, and it's just a part of the game. At the end of the day, man. So that's what made me appreciate the credit due Jose Rodriguez, and made me feel better about my damn situation. I'm like, damn, we ain't the only ones. It looked like he riding Rolls Royces and shit, and
private jets.
Yeah. I'm like, God damn, like that credit shit. I know what that shit is. I don't know how you doing it with that, bro. But hey, man, I do wish the best for everybody in this situation, man. I just hope that maybe we'll reach out to Cesar and see if he wants to talk about it. I hope nobody takes this video the wrong way. We just doing what we do, and if you do, hey, fuck it.
If you do, then with all due respect, you have an avenue to come speak to us.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? We won't. Anybody any name that we brought up here on this platform today has an open invitation and has access, because we've spoken to you at one point or another, to come on the platform and not debate us. We ask you a question and you have the open platform to answer it. Like, it won't be no debate. We'll ask questions and you answer them. So you'll have the platform to speak your piece and speak your justice. So if you happen to see this, please reach out if you in fact feel like coming and speaking your piece, and you have a platform to do so.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. So the question was asked. I think remember Ha Davis? You know what that dude is?
Supposed to have him a few times.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually had a dinner with JayZ or something like that, but I was reading this little article and it said that he took the dinner with JayZ as opposed to the $500,000, and it opened up opportunities, for him. Honestly, what would you do if you were given to have a dinner with JayZ, whoever at his Beverly Hill mansion, or $500,000? Take your time. You ain't got to rush and answer it. But what's your thoughts?
Nah, it ain't no need to rush. I'm taking the $500,000. I'm taking the $500,000.
Why is that?
And this is just me.
Right.
I don't like food that much to sit with a man and talk to him. I don't give a fuck what kind of
JayZ. Wait. This is JayZ though.
Fuck.
The Black Billionaire, like not the first, but probably the richest black man now, right? I would say
one, if not top two.
Right.
And I'm not saying I wouldn't love to have dinner with JayZ, but if you gave me the option of giving me $500K and what I could do and flip the $500K and create what I need to create for mine over that roll of the dice, and I don't know what kind of opportunity. What am I going to get, a steak and Douce or do this? I don't know what the fuck going to happen at that dinner. I don't even know if he's gonna make something I like. Maybe he will. Maybe she's banging. But nah, I'm taking the 500K. But I'm interested to see what you would say, and I'm interested to hear your answer. I don't want to just totally disregard you saying you'll JayZ over 500K.
I'm definitely taking the 500K. Like fuck that.
My dog.
Yeah, I mean it's like at the end of the day, I mean like, what opportunity we gonna get that we can't already create for ourselves? You think that when you sit down with JayZ that he's gonna automatically, give you something you never heard before. He probably just a regular. For what I hear, he's a regular person, regular dude, jokes around. He might not even talk no business. You might talk about the Knicks game or the play. You know what I mean? So it's right, and you don't know how the vibe is gonna be. So yeah, give me the money. I got shit that got to be paid. I'm trying to make things happen with this. I'll take the money. We'll love to sit with JayZ, one day and all that, but it's just like, not at that cost. Like, sign a check over, man.
Word.
Sign a check. Anybody, I'm not knocking somebody who would go do it, but I'm not going to go over there and beg him. I'm not going to, kiss his ass or nothing like that. Right. I'll say what's up and just be chilling. Like, I'm not even the type of dude that's going to spark the conversation off.
Right.
I'll definitely give him his gratitude, say what's up to him and all that. You know what I mean? And if the vibe was right, we need you to come on the show.
Oh, I don't think I'm taking 25. I'm thinking
Hell no.
25K over dinner with JayZ.
Right.
What would not take? I think that the lowest I go money wise over dinner with JayZ is maybe 5.
Hell yeah.
Give me 6 racks. I'm taking the 6 racks.
Hell yeah.
Fuck that, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, am I gonna get his number?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna be able to talk to him whenever I want? Probably not.
Yeah, I'm cool, bro.
But I mean, I would love to talk to JayZ. I ain't gonna lie, like that'd be dope as hell.
There's no diss to JayZ.
Right.
At all.
Like, Jay, we would love it, man. If you came on this show, man. See, coming on the show would be bigger than sitting down at dinner with him.
There you go.
If we got JayZ to do an interview with JayZ, oh my God, like.
Now let me ask you this.
Right.
500K or a 2-hour interview with JayZ.
Whew. That's a good one.
500K each. Give us both 500K.
Right. Both of us?
Yeah, but you get to make your own decision.
I'll both get us that 500K easy. Over a 2-hour interview.
Give us both the 500K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because money-wise, you probably ain't going to make that for that interview.
Nah.
I can guarantee that.
Over the lifetime.
Right. You ain't making that
500K.
shit. Like, even if you broke it up to 30 different videos, you know what I mean? Now, yeah, you give me the 500. I could do so much with 500 right now.
Who you telling?
That's
a harder conversation than dinner though, because I'm thinking that 2-hour interview would put this platform in different places. That would put this platform in different places. But would it give us 500K worth of opportunity?
Right.
I don't know if I'm willing to get that 500K sitting right here. It's right in front of us, tax-free 500.
I mean, is the dinner gonna be like? It's gonna be something with cameras and microphones. It's gonna turn into an interview.
Oh, that's the only way. Fuck the dinner. I'm talking about an interview. Dinner, kiss my ass.
Right.
6 racks. It's the only thing. No fucking dinner. But yeah, man.
Right.
I'm taking that money too.
Yeah. That's I think Ha David. He was on the Uninterrupted, the show, or whatever. Yeah. I guess he actually did have dinner.
Nobody's probably offering that nigga 500K though.
Hell no. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what opportunities that you got from that. Like,
I've been working out since I was.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, so yeah, it's easy. I mean, I can't imagine. And only one I can say that will probably pick that somebody who's like loaded with money already.
Right.
Like somebody who just want to get in front of JayZ that bad.
One of these YouTubers that got crazy bank.
But it's like, yeah, man, that's easy. It is, like I said, there's no respect to JayZ's obviously my favorite rapper. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? One of my favorite people just to follow. But yeah, for sure.
All day.
Is there anyone that you would rather sit down with for lunch or dinner over 500K?
Nope.
I can't think of anybody. Not even Jesus?
Nope.
He's supposed to be in you anyway, right?
Yeah, no, we've talked many a time. So I'm with that. Give me that 500K. I ain't never seen that.
Yeah.
Shot. Give me that 500 racks.
Right.
All day. I'll figure out who to talk to from there. 500K.
Right.
And that ain't the end all be all. You can blow 500K easy.
Oh yeah. But just having it in one lump sum,
yeah,
that could change it. That's gonna change your life more than a 30-minute, 45-minute dinner with JayZ. Where y'all talk about some bullshit.
Word.
You know, what if you don't like the nigga?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, man, this nigga's a hoe. Like, fuck that.
This food nasty. This conversation's whack, and I just lost $500,000.
Right.
That's all you thinking about for the next 15 minutes.
And he ain't gonna give you no money.
Hell,
and he ain't gonna give no opportunity.
Nope.
You don't rap. What the fuck? You know?
To a dude that got billions of dollars and you broke.
Right.
I'm good.
I never talked to no billionaires. I've talked to millionaires. Never talked to no billionaires
Yes, you
before.
did.
Who?
Mark Cuban.
Oh yeah, they right. Damn.
You talked to billionaires.
And that was just a regular conversation. Just a regular
dude.
person.
Yep.
You know, I forgot about Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
Damn.
I seen that in the archive yesterday too, and I was looking at that shit I was telling you about.
Yeah, and it's like, well, Mark is just like great dude, man.
Yep.
Great dude, but you could tell he got what he got. Just a simple process.
Mm-hmm.
It was nothing really. Not saying what he did wasn't extraordinary, but a simple dude who just found a niche for something and kept working it.
Kept grinding.
Kept working it. Kept grinding.
Yep.
At the end of the day, so yeah. Dope. Anything else?
Nah, I'm good, brother.
Cool.
Another edition of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast is in the books. You guys enjoy your Memorial Day. Summer is heating up.
Yeah.
Man, we're looking forward to it. But until next time, till next motherfucking podcast, I'm Sandman, Viral Hip Hop News. Oh, God, Hip Hop News Uncensored together. We are the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Over and out.
Peace.